All right, welcome to Milwaukee in the MLX Performance Center. Today we're going to show you how to change a blade. A number of things can happen to a blade, whether a shot kills a blade or breaks a blade, or actually you need to just change a blade from wear and tear. Either way, we're going to show you how to get that done today. So, pretty self-explanatory. Again, you're going to come with your Torx head bolts here in the bottom of the MLX skate. All you're going to do is you're going to loosen all those babies up. Okay, loosen all the bolts up. We're going to go through that, and we'll just go over here to our already pre-done blade that comes off. The blade will actually come right off. From there, you're going to get your new blade, which this would be a new MLX blade. You're going to put it on top, line it up with the holes that are already pre-drilled in the MLX boot. Want to make sure that we mark the offset. The offset means where the blade actually sits on the boot, what part of the toe it actually sits on, and you'll see with the MLX blade you actually have a range of motion where you can move that to the medial side or the lateral side of the foot. So first thing you want to do is mark where you had it before you take it off. So this is where, I personally like my setting. So I mark it with a little silver Sharpie, and there's a little seam that runs right down the middle of the blade holder. It's where the center of the blade is and the plastic meets. So it's going to come down the seam, make a little mark there with your Sharpie, and then you're going to make another little mark, little silver mark, which shows up great on the black composite on the boot itself. That'll show you want those two lines to line up. And then you're going to get back to this stage here where you're going to tighten it back down and make sure that all the bolts are tightened. The way you want to tighten this skate is you want to go actually like you're tightening a car tire. Don't want to do all one side and then all the other. You actually want to crisscross and go at different lengths in the holder. So the way that I do that is I first make sure all the bolts are snug. Okay, so all the bolts get to a snug fashion where it's just light pressure. That's all I'm doing, making sure that everything is snug. And then you're going to go back around in this fashion here. You're going to go from a bolt over here to a bolt on the left side, then back to a bolt on the right side, then a bolt on the left side, then back to a bolt on the right side, and back on a bolt to the left side. And you're going to be doing that on the front pedestal as well as on the rear pedestal. Make sure that you follow that protocol, because you'll see as you're tightening, some are loose and some are tight, but eventually getting to the stage where they're really tight, you can feel them grab, and then you're going to give it a little more turn and make sure that baby's all the way snug. Another thing that you want to do every week or so is make sure that these bolts, because of the vibrations on the ice or from taking a shot, are actually tight. So when you're going to go around doing that, make sure again that all the bolts, this is a great, just carry your T20 Torx driver with you, and you can put that in your hockey bag and make sure when you're in the rink that all these are nice and tight and snug, and then you're good to go. And make sure your equipment is up to par and ready to play so you can maximize your potential on the ice.